Hello, everyone, and welcome to the January 2017 screencast. This is a prelude to me coming out to the various staff meetings around the district and answering any questions you might have, and I will give you some things to think about here as we go through. Remember, you can also submit anonymous questions through the link in the soup du jour. So let's get started and take a look at some of the things happening. Just want to thank people for their efforts in the United Way campaign. The United Way is a very important partner with public education in Jackson County, and we will once again be one of the top campaigns in the county. So thank you for your continued support of the United Way. Moving forward here, I want to take a look at some of the things concerning social media and crowdsourcing. The board has had policies on these for a while. We have put out some guidelines now to help staff make sure that their well-intended communications don't have unintended consequences. And so what we're asking is that public social media's crowdsourcing efforts come through administration. You can contact Kim Medlock if you have questions. She'll come to me if she sees a need to. But we will simply want to vet that out. We want to know what's happening out there, and sometimes that message doesn't always get back to us. So this isn't about micromanaging. It really is just about making sure we have an awareness of the various communication channels that are going on out there, and that a well-intended communication doesn't conflict with another project or initiative going on in the intermediate school district. So we can talk more about this when I come around to staff meetings, and Kim is always available if you have a question one-on-one, and she can walk you through it. Our voluntary retirement savings plan has kicked off, and by all accounts, it seems to have been a very successful kickoff. What we want to do in terms of next steps is get our advisory committee together, which will be employee representatives in the month of February, go over the numbers of people that are participating, and start to brainstorm what more can we do to help people take advantage of this important benefit. We will also begin having open education sessions in the month of March, and we're going to start with maximizing your retirement success and blending that topic in with the various online tools that are available to you. So look forward to more coming from that topic. Very important to the intermediate school district and education in general in Jackson County is the May 2017 millage election that's coming up. We are calling this Sustain and Succeed. This is not new money or new taxes. This is simply sustaining what voters passed in 2012. We told them in 2012 we could live within that those number of mills, and we have done just that. So we're asking them to continue it through 2023. And remember, this is not just a special education millage. While the dollars raised can only be spent on special education students and special education needs, they are spent on mandated needs. And so if the money doesn't exist through this millage to reimburse for those costs, it has to come out of general funds, and then it affects all students. So very important election to all students in Jackson County, and that's coming up in May, so just want to make you aware of that. We have a familiar face, but a new face to the Board of Education and the Jackson County Intermediate School District. Liz Raduezo is our new board member. We welcome her. If you see Liz around, please thank her for her service and introduce yourself. You know, there will be a lot going on legislatively and politically in 2017. It's kind of off to a start. It's a slow start, but there's a lot of topics out there that people will be interested in. Certainly right now the confirmation hearings are going on for the new federal Secretary of Education. There will be some kind of retirement reform, and that then brings us back to the voluntary retirement savings plan and really the importance of you starting to think about your retirement, because your Michigan pension is going to change. There's a large unfunded liability in the Michigan pension system, and there will be changes to start to correct that. So we all need to keep our eye on that. The state budget, the governor will release his budget here probably in the next week or two, and we'll pay close attention to that. Indications are not that it's a bad year. There's been some growth in revenue at the state level. They think there's a longer term problem there, but for the most part, this year seems to be pretty good. We're kind of anticipating flat funding for intermediate school districts, and we'll just keep our eye on that. Probably the biggest factor that we always have is our local millage and property tax collection. And while property values are growing in Jackson County, the difficulty there is because of the Headley cap, we can't realize that growth in terms of tax collection. So we keep our eye on those things. It doesn't seem like it's going to be a bad budget year, and we'll keep you updated as things progress. There are some new seclusion and restraint laws across the state. I don't think this has a tremendous impact on how we operate in Jackson County. We've been enacting and doing the kinds of things that this legislation is now asking everybody to do. So I think we're in pretty good shape there. And there's been some easing of zero tolerance laws. I think districts are looking at that. We're looking at that, and we'll make sure we make the appropriate adjustments to our codes of conduct and things of that nature. The other thing that has happened is there's been some recent court rulings in terms of open carry in schools, where it seems like that's going to be a harder thing for citizens to do, and we'll keep you updated there. But I'm sure it will be a very packed legislative year, 2017, but right now it's kind of off to a slow start. We just keep our eye on it. Last thing I want to mention is coming up for the Fall Refresher next fall, we are going to have some recognition awards, and we're going to ask our own employees to nominate fellow employees where they see they're just doing something outstanding in one of 4 areas: instruction, leadership, service, and community. So look for that as we get into the spring. Nomination forms will be distributed, and we know that there are so many good things happening across this district with so many good people doing good things. This is going to be an opportunity for our employees to recognize their fellow employees and the good work that they do. So we're looking forward to that. Again, we invite you to submit questions anonymously using the Soup du Jour link, and I look forward to getting a chance to see all of you at the end of the month and beginning of February. And thanks for all that you do. Have a great week.